back to the next instalment of the Hilux saga. So we're just banging that new engine in. Just spent the last hour or so getting the old one out. Just in Jason's shed in Motion Auto, so it's a bit more set up than what I'm used to at home. Righto, so what we're doing is converting from a 5L naturally aspirated to a 1KZ, which is the factory turbo diesel that came out in this shape. There's a fair bit to the conversion. I'll mention that at some stage, but a lot of the stuff I'd already done. One of the common things that people do with these is changing from an EFI pump to a mechanical pump. So we're going to do all of that while it's out of the car, and a few other things, just general service things. So we're doing water pump, timing belt, thermostat, all that sort of general stuff. It's going to be a lot easier to do while it's out of the car like this. Apparently the pump conversion is just a matter of bolting it on and then lining up with the cable. So I've never done it, but I've seen it done and it shouldn't seem too hard, so we'll give it a crack and see what happens. So just comparing the differences with the two pumps. The sprocket's all the same, the keyway's in a slightly different spot. I think it'll be alright once we time it up. Just the return line as well is a different, just faces a different way. Just going to see if it's long enough, we're going to put a different hose on it. But otherwise it all fits. Just had to move the seal on the mechanical pump because that's actually an oil pump in there too. And gear drives the power steering. So yeah, pretty similar, I think.
How many newtons we need to do?
64. This is the little Flash Murray torque wrench. 1500 big ones. He says mechanics don't make money, eh?
Diesel fitters do.
Diesel fitters.
Mechanics do.
Yeah. So Jason's just gone out to get some smogo. But yeah, it's all going pretty well so far. So the new pump, or the old pump, the mechanical pump is on. Bolts straight up. Yeah, everything's pretty well exactly the same. Like I said before, just that fuel line, so we'll get one of those in town. Just got to adapt the throttle linkage somehow, so we haven't tackled that yet. Just checked a few of the sensors. Oil pressure, I had used a reducer on the old motor to make it 1/8, which I found a 1/8 port where the factory sensor was on the 1KZ, so that's the same. Just got to get a reducer for the water coolant temp. So again, that was a different thread, same size, different thread, so 1/4 inch but different. So that'll be easy enough to do. I'm just putting the new stuff on that I bought, which is the so new water pump. All looks pretty good in there, which is ideal. I've got a new timing belt tensioner. The old one looked pretty good anyway, but we're going to put some fresh stuff on there. New thermostat just went on. Oh yeah, I forgot about the fan hub. So that was one little kook on my behalf, I suppose. I'm battling with the wreckers to get the right shit. I got the water pump pulley because it's a different. Yeah, the holes are line up differently, but I haven't got the. It's just a different size. Yeah, I didn't get the viscous hub with it, so I just ordered one there from Ripco, so that'll be here tomorrow. But that's the only problem we've found. We've got a little bit of a list of things we need to get in town, which is to be expected. Right, so just turned itself off because it reckons it's out of battery. 10% doesn't mean out of battery to me. Anywho, what I was saying is I'm going to delete the whole this whole crossover because it's going to be running through an intercooler. So I'm not 100% sure if the inlet adapter, basically, I can't remember what I was saying before. Anyway, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete the shut-off valve, and I'm basically going to run the inlet adapter straight down to this. So that's your little shut-off valve in there, which is, it's all electronic on these, so I'm not going to be using this. I've just got this new water pump to go on. It comes with the whole housing and everything, so I just got to pull that housing off. Yeah, and just here and here, and pull a new one. On second thoughts, I might just use the front of the housing because it goes right up. It goes right up in behind here, so I've taken this whole cover plate off, which check with Jason, but I think it'll be alright. I'll just use that front of that housing. Save having to pull all that apart. So it looks like I've got to seal it again. Just working out this throttle linkage bracket. So thinking somewhere here. I'm just got to space it out. Bit of custom engineering going on here.
Very custom.
Oh, this is how real engineers do things, I'm sure. So, a few standard shims and then a threaded shim.
Yeah.
Provides the space.
Beautiful.
That's brilliant. It's like it's meant to be there. No bracket. Look at that.
It doesn't interfere with the...
Yeah, I reckon that'll even be...
The vacuum line will be pretty good still, I reckon. It'll be very close. It's got a fair
It's got a, yeah, it's got a gap.
We'll see what it's like. ID 13. It's
Love
ID fucking 12.
All our specialty tools.
It doesn't fit.
Doesn't work.
Oh yeah, we go back further.
Well, we know I'm a pretty good tool maker, so yeah, you need me to whip something on.
Oh, it's going in a little bit.
Spit on it.
It's going.
Oh, there you go. So how does this? Oh, okay, and then it.
Then you just.
Oh, it is like a harpoon.
Yeah.
Once it's in there, like a spear gun.
Oh, you don't even spin it. Here we are spinning it. Fucking idiots.
Thanks to YouTube for teaching me that one. So yeah, we just hit a bit of a roadblock at the moment. We need bell housing bolts, just something completely overlooked. So coming from Toyota, Charlotte's been a legend. She's going to grab them on her way through to come out. But then other than that, we're just waiting to actually put it in so we can work out what else we need. Hoses and a few extra fittings. So we're just going to have a go at doing the rear pinion seal, which is leaking. Just going to try and secure this a little bit better because there's no engine in the front. She's a bit tippy towards the back.
Box of ice thing on the top.
Yeah, it's out of the, yeah, on the inside.
It looks like it's part of it. You start chiseling it, and, and there's like not dry shaft, it's just dirt.
Look at it all.
Oh my god.
Oh, well that's good. We might be able to.
Might better. I'll keep playing with this.
That,
You play with your oil cooler.
So it might not be as bad as you thought.
We were going to drop
Nah,
it to
well
a
we
gift
put
shop.
5 ton of press up its ass and it didn't move. We were sitting there going, well, this is the shit. And then we've since found some circlips that may be resisting that 5 ton. If I can just get that.
How much do I reckon that is?
Yeah.
I would have absolutely no idea.
That's $1,500.
Holy doly.
Heaps of uggers.
Worth the money?
Oh yeah.
Oh, definitely. You use them all the time.
So what are you doing now?
We've basically got to get it in the car now to check everything else. So, yeah, clutch and flywheel, engine mounts, and then we'll put it in. And then we know what we need to buy in the way of different radiator hoses. Just got to check the power steering pump and then confirm the throttle linkage and cable brackets and stuff. So, yeah, it needs to be in the car now to finish everything else off or to work out what the next step is in the rat car anyway. So,
Oh, that looks really cool.
good one?
I've never seen
Yeah, it's
pressure
like
plate like that before,
it's like a
but I like it.
brake rotor slotted
Yeah,
rotors,
you got a slotted pressure plate.
slotted pressure plate.
I bet it'd be for cooling, I'd say.
Cool. Stood in there, eh? I was meant to be there. Alright, let's get out of here. Knocking off Dad for the day. Yeah, great success. Engine out, engine in a day, which,
Big day.
well, for a standard engine, that's no great achievement, but when you're doing a conversion like this, it's pretty cool. So, got a bit of a list, do a bit of shopping tomorrow, and then, yeah, I reckon by this time tomorrow we'll be smoking up some burnouts, drinking a beer.
Definitely having a beer.
Well, you've got cold beers at home that I got today for you.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Sweet.
Alright,
Hello.
try again tomorrow.
Let's call it. We'll get into it tomorrow. I'll go.
Custom engine mounts.
Yep, you heard that right. Shane had to build custom engine mounts for this 5L to 1K ZTE conversion. So let's rewind about 6 weeks to when we were doing our 5L rebuild.
Alright, I guess I should update on what's happened with the 5L saga. It's been sort of, I guess, 2 days since we found out all the bearings and that were wrong. Can't do anything with that motor for the moment. The other engine turned up, so this is the 1KZ TE motor, so this is the one I'm going to swap in. It's like the original plan was to get it here and then work out everything I need for the conversion, and then do that, because I wasn't expecting it to be here until after we've out of this place and we've been to Canada and all that. So which, if we were a bit more prepared, we probably could have done that straight away now while the other engine's out, but like I say, I wasn't expecting it to turn up so quick. So I'm basically just going to test fit that in the engine now while I've got nothing else to do, in the engine bay while I'm waiting for that other one. I'm just going to, because I've got to move engine mounts, so I'm going to test fit it in here and probably try and make some engine mounts. That way at least that's the mounting part of it done. In the meantime, I'm basically just writing a big list of everything that I'm going to need to get it in and get it running. So yeah, we've got a fair bit of stuff there already. But essentially, I'm hoping I can get it in, get it mounted this weekend, and then have a pretty comprehensive list and have everything ordered, so it's here by the time we get back from Canada, so then we can just try and just tackle the conversion over a couple of days. Anyway, we'll get it in, see where it sits and see how much work it's going to be. Got her in fairly easily. It's behind me there. It's, this engine's built, it goes in this shape, N60 Hilux, so I knew it was going to physically fit quite easily. So that's obviously up a little bit more. So I'm just working out the engine mount. Okay, so that's what we're looking at there. So it's hard to get the exact perspective on that, but that's the engine, that's the chassis. So when that comes down, which it's got a fair way to go down, it's probably 100 mil there. I'm tipping from the couple people who posted online about it, it's going to be about 50 mil from where it needs to be, so it'll be out here somewhere. So I'm gonna obviously modify mounts on the engine side. Well, actually I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna make an adapter basically to go between them. So rather than changing anything permanently on the car, I'm just going to make an adapter to go between, because it's not that big of a difference really. And I probably will get it mod plated at some stage, but at the moment that's not the focus. So this is the standard mount. So it sits there on the chassis, and then basically something like that is what's on the engine. So it's going to be like that essentially. So just off. So what I'm going to do This is just 6mm plate. I'll make a prototype out of this and maybe use some 8mm or something for the actual ones. But I'm basically going to bolt this onto here like that, and then I'll put it back in the, bolt that to the chassis, lower the engine down to where it needs to be, mark that, and then drill that. So it's literally just going to be an adapter plate, and it's nothing too fancy there. Which the one post online that I saw about it, that's exactly how they did it. So I don't really see a problem with it. Like I say, I might do something a little bit thicker than that. I think that would probably be okay, but just for peace of mind, I might use some 8mm or something. Might even get it done and go and see like a certifier and just see what they think, see if they would certify it as it is. But yeah, the focus for the moment is just to get something made up so it's bolted in, and then I'll take it back out. Yeah, that way when we come back to actually do the proper conversion I've solved the fabrication part, we can just bolt it straight in and then do all the other stuff. So yeah, I'll drill some holes. Okay, so this is what we're looking at here. Basically it's just an adapter plate on top of the original mount on the body side, on the chassis side, and then I'm just going to bolt that to the engine side. We'll basically just mark the centers of each hole, put it back in, and then measured it the 59mm between them. So I'll drill both of those and just obviously center it the other way, so it should be bang on then. Yeah, I'm not super stoked with it, but I've seen it done this way before, so like I say, I'll probably definitely do it out of something a little bit thicker. But anyway, this will get it started for now, and I don't have to modify anything permanently, you know. So yeah, at least that'll get me going. I can always make something a bit better later.
Thanks for watching this week's episode. Next week, we finish the conversion and take the car for a test drive. So if you're interested in seeing that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notifications bell so you never miss a video. If you liked this video in particular, we'd really appreciate it if you gave us a thumbs up. We look forward to seeing you next week.